The search for Mount Zion, the city of the great king. Is the name of the mighty one important? In Exodus 20, verse 24, we read, "An altar of earth thou shalt make unto me, and shalt sacrifice thereon thy burnt offerings and thy peace offerings, thy sheep and thine oxen. In all places where I record my name, I will come unto thee, and I will bless thee." The Mighty One tells us, in all places where I record my name, I will come unto thee, and I will bless thee. But first, what is a name? A name is a word or set of words by which a person or thing is known, addressed, or referred to. A reputation, especially a good one. An attribute of a person or thing. A particular title or epithet. The Bible is also a dictionary. The first clear definition for the word name that we find in the Holy Scriptures is in Joshua 9, verse 9. "And they said unto him, From a very far country thy servants are come, because of the name of the Most High, thy mighty one. For we have heard the fame of him, and all that he did in Egypt." Here, the word name is also called the fame of the Father and all the work that he did. Here we see the word name and a Bible definition of the word name. It is the fame of a person and all that a person do. We read again, "Because of the name of the Most High, thy mighty one, for we have heard of the fame of him and all that he did." They heard about the reputation of the Father and all the works that the Father did with his mighty arm in delivering the children of Israel out of Egypt. Do we need to know the Father's name? Deuteronomy 12, verse 5. "But unto the place which the Most High, your mighty one, shall choose out of all your tribes, to put his name there, even unto his habitation shall ye seek, and thither thou shalt come." The Father has placed his name in a tribe. There he shall come, and we should come also. Again, unto the place, it is a physical location, unto the place which the Most High, your mighty one, shall choose out of all your tribes, to put his name there. A tribe will be chosen, and the Father's name will be there. "Even unto his habitation shall ye seek." His house will be at that place too, and thither thou shalt come. We are commanded to go to that place, in that tribe where his name and his house shall dwell. This place will be home to the kingdom of heaven. Micah 4, verse 8. "And thou, O tower of the flock, the stronghold of the daughter of Zion, unto thee shall it come, even the first dominion, the kingdom shall come to the daughter of Jerusalem." the kingdom will come to the daughter of Zion. Our expectation is the Father. Our goal in life is to get to Zion and to enter the kingdom of heaven and dwell with the King of heaven and earth. Eternal life is the blessing given to those who are called to enter, those who are chosen. The place that we are looking for is called Zion, the daughter of Jerusalem, the daughter of Judah, the branch, New Jerusalem, the city of the mighty one, the kingdom of heaven. This place is called Zion in the Bible, but Zion is today called by another name. It is one of the nations that was founded by the children of Israel. We need to figure out which nation it is in the world today. How should we study the scriptures? Isaiah 28 verse 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. The Father asked, whom shall he teach knowledge? Whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. Basically, this is saying that you have to be converted. What does converted mean? You have to be born again. What does being born again mean? It means that you have to become like a baby again. You must become like a small child. You must forget everything that you have been trained to understand throughout your life. All of the education that you received in school, all of the spiritual indoctrination that you received growing up, you must lay all that aside and start all over and start to learn the word of the Most High all over again. You must learn the truth, and for that you have to forget everything that you think you know and start from scratch. Precept must be upon precept. You must find the answers you are looking for in the Holy Scriptures. Precept by precept. That means law by law. Regulation by regulation. Judgment by judgment. Through precepts, let's figure out where our Father has chosen to place his name. Which tribe did he choose? Are we gathering to Shiloh? What are some of the characteristics of the place that he has chosen? Today, we will focus on what to look for. Tomorrow, we will look for the name, first by reputation, then by etymology. We will also have to answer the following questions. Is the place a physical location, or is it spiritual? Do we have to physically go there? How do we find Zion, where the Mighty One has placed his name? Exodus 20, verse 24 again. An altar of earth That's the first condition. An altar of earth thou shalt make unto me, and shalt sacrifice thereon thy burnt offerings, and thy peace offerings, thy sheep and thine oxen, in all places where I record my name. That's the second condition. His name must be there. In all places where I record my name, I will come unto thee, and I will bless thee. Where is Zion? Deuteronomy 12, verse 5. But unto the place, it is a physical location. But unto the place which the Father, thy mighty one, shall choose out of all your tribes. Those were conditions 3 and 4. A physical place in one of the tribes of Israel, to put his name there, even unto his habitation. That's the 5th condition. The Father's house will be there, but unto the place which the Most High, your mighty one, shall choose out of all your tribes, to put his name there, even unto his habitation, shall ye seek, and thither thou shalt come. Again, the commandment is to go to the place that has the Father's name. The Father has placed his name in a tribe. There he shall come, and there we should come also. Additional requirements. Psalm 48 verse 2. Beautiful for situation. The joy of the whole earth is Mount Zion, on the sides of the north, the city of the great King. Zion is beautiful for situation. That means that it is situated in a wonderful place upon the earth. Strategically, geopolitically, in terms of environment and climate, it is placed in a situation, in a spot on the earth that is very, very favorable and beautiful. Psalm 50 verse 2. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, the mighty one has shined. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty. It is not a desert. It is green with trees and vegetation, with flowers and fruits and vegetables. It is the perfection of beauty, a garden of Eden. What kind of a land is Zion? Here is an example. Deuteronomy 11 verse 8. Therefore shall ye keep all the commandments which I command you this day, that ye may be strong, and go in and possess the land, whither ye go to possess it, and that ye may prolong your days in the land, which the Father sware unto your fathers to give unto them and to their seed, a land that floweth with milk and honey. For the land whither thou goest in to possess it is not as the land of Egypt, from whence ye came out, where thou sowest thy seed, and waterest it with thy foot, as a garden of herbs. But the land whither ye go to possess it is a land of hills and valleys, and drinketh water of the rain of heaven, a land which the Most High, thy mighty one, careth for. The eyes of the Father, thy mighty one, are always upon it, from the beginning of the year, even unto the end of the year. This describes the land of Israel. Zion meet at least these minimal standards, for it is the best spot on earth to live in. Why? Because the Father chose it for his habitation. Again, in Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 9, we read that it is a land that floweth with milk and honey. Verse 10, for the land whither thou goest in to possess it is not as the land of Egypt, from whence ye came out, where thou sowest thy seed, and waterest it with thy foot, as a garden of herbs. In the lands that we are in today, we have to work the ground very hard in order for it to produce the food that we need to survive. We have to sow the seed. We have to water it. We have to take great pain and care in order for it to be productive. But Zion, we read in verse 11, but the land whither ye go to possess it is a land of hills and valleys, and drinketh water of the rain of heaven, a land which the Most High, thy mighty one, careth for. It is not like the land of Egypt, where you had to sow the seed, till the ground, and water the garden. In Zion, the fruits and the vegetables grow without you having to do anything. The grass grows without you having to water it, because it will receive the rain when the rain is due, the rain of heaven. It is a land that you don't have to do anything in order for it to yield its strength, so that you may eat and that the animals that you depend on may eat also. It is a land that you can just drop a seed on the ground and it will grow. In fact, you don't even have to drop any seeds, because everything you dare, all the seeds are already upon the land. Verse 12 again, a land which the Father thy mighty one careth for. The eyes of the Most High thy mighty one are always upon it. The Father himself is the caretaker and the gardener of the land. Now, concerning the house, the habitation of the Father, we read in Micah 4 verse 1, but in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Father shall be established in the top of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow unto it. Our Father loves to place his house on mountains. In fact, he descended on the top of Mount Sinai in a flame of fire, and the house which Solomon built was on Mount Moriah, the same place that King David spoke with the Father, the same place where Jacob had a dream and saw a ladder reaching up to heaven, the same place that even Abraham built an altar on and called upon the name of the Most High Mighty One. Our Father will again place his name, his house, on the top of a mountain, in Zion, the mountain of Israel, and the highest place in every sense of the word, politically and spiritually, in the whole world. Yah's conditions for Zion. Here are our Father's conditions for his habitation. Yah's conditions for Zion. 1. An altar of earth will be placed there. 2. Bear record of the Father's name and reputation. 3. It must be a physical place. 4. It must be in a tribe of Israel chosen by the Father. 5. It must be suitable for his habitation, his house. It must be beautiful and well situated. 6, it must be compact, meaning that everything you need is right there. All the necessary raw materials for you to live a wonderful life is already on the ground or under the ground. It must also be a land of hills and valleys, a land of milk and honey. We can put these conditions in a checklist. The first column, we can label it as Yah's conditions for Zion. The second column is an affirmation that Zion will contain those things. And the third column will be reserved for the place on earth that is today called the daughter of Jerusalem in the Bible. What is the name and the location of that nation today? Because it exists and the Bible talks about it throughout the words of the prophets given to them by the Most High Mighty One himself. In our checklist, we already know that Zion will contain an altar of earth. It will bear record of the Father's name, fame, and works, his reputation. We know that it will be a physical place large enough to allow the scattered of Israel, who are called and chosen, to be assembled in. And we know that it will be in a chosen tribe. We also know that it has to be beautiful, well placed, a land of mountains and valleys, and it must be compact. Today, we will focus on number 4, the chosen tribe. Which tribe among the 12 tribes of Israel did the Father choose to place his name in? Where is this place, Zion? Genesis 49, verses 8 through 10. Verse 8, Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be. A lot of us read verse 10 and we take from it that the gathering will be to Shiloh. But remember, Judah is the subject of this passage. Verse 10 is talking about Judah. The scepter shall not depart from Judah. Unto him, unto Judah, shall the gathering of the people be. But there is a lot of confusion about the word Shiloh in this verse. So let's spend some time on Shiloh. Let's look at some precepts and see where that leads us. Precepts for the city of Shiloh. Joshua 18 verse 1, and the whole congregation of the children of Israel assembled together at Shiloh and set up the tabernacle of the congregation there, and the land was subdued before them. Israel gathered in the city of Shiloh. The tabernacle was set up, and they were living in peace because they had just defeated most of the Canaanite nations that were upon the land. Joshua 18 verse 10, and Joshua cast lots for them in Shiloh before the Most High, And there Joshua divided the land unto the children of Israel according to their divisions. Joshua gave out the land at Shiloh. Judges 21 verse 19. Then they said, Behold, there is a feast of the Most High in Shiloh yearly, in a place which is on the north side of Bethel, on the east side of the highway that goeth up from Bethel to Shechem, and on the south of Lebonah. Because the tabernacle of the Most High is at Shiloh, that's where the burnt offerings were sacrificed. That's where the feast were held before the tabernacle moved to Jerusalem. Jeremiah 7 verse 12. But go ye now unto my place, which was in Shiloh, where I set my name at the first, and see what I did to it for the wickedness of my people Israel. The Father is saying that his name was in Shiloh while the children of Israel were obeying. But because our ancestors fell into disobedience, our Father destroyed Shiloh because of the wickedness of the people of Israel. Jeremiah 7 verse 14. Therefore will I do unto this house, which is called by my name, wherein ye trust, and unto the place which I gave to you and to your fathers, as I have done to Shiloh. Jeremiah 26 verse 6. Then will I make this house like Shiloh, and will make this city a curse to all the nations of the earth. From the precepts, we learned what Shiloh is, what events occurred at Shiloh, the judgment that was taken, and the rules concerning how we should see Shiloh today. From the precepts, we learned that Shiloh is the city in the land of Ephraim, in which the tabernacle of the Mighty One, his tent, was first established after the Israelites crossed the Jordan River into the Promised Land. There the Most High dwelled among the children of Israel, among man. The Ark of the Covenant, with the 2 tablets of the 10 Commandments inside, was placed inside the tabernacle at Shiloh. It was also at Shiloh that Joshua gave to the tribes of Israel their portion of the promised land. Later, when Israel fell into disobedience, Shiloh was allowed to fall into enemy hands. As such, Shiloh, which means peaceful, is a symbol of the Father's house, of the promised land, of the covenant, and of the Father's judgment. Because the Messiah is the mediator of the new covenant and is called the Prince of Peace, he is associated with the word Shiloh found in Genesis 49 verse 10. Shiloh means peaceful. The Messiah, being the Prince of Peace, is associated with Shiloh. But Shiloh refers more properly to the tabernacle of the Most High Mighty One. The setting up of the Father's tent was the main event at Shiloh, and will be the main event again when the tribes are gathered in Judah. The tabernacle of the Mighty One, his house, shall be among man, among the children of Israel again. Shiloh shall come. the land will be subdued before the children of Israel again. And so we see from the precepts and the verses on Shiloh that Shiloh is a place, a city that the Father set up his name at the first, but then destroyed because of the disobedience of the children of Israel. And so, what tribe did our Father choose? Let's go to the precepts. Psalm 78, verse 60. So that he forsook the tabernacle of Shiloh, the tent which he placed among men. Our Father abandoned Shiloh. He forsook the tabernacle of Shiloh, the tent which he placed among men. Verse 67, moreover, he refused the tabernacle of Joseph and chose not the tribe of Ephraim. Shiloh is a city in Ephraim, the son of Joseph. Verse 67 again, he refused the tabernacle of Joseph and chose not the tribe of Ephraim. This is further saying that he did not choose Shiloh. Verse 68, but chose the tribe of Judah, the Mount Zion, which he loved. 68 again, but chose the tribe of Judah. Our Father chose the tribe of Judah, the Mount Zion, which he loved. Now we fully understand Genesis 49, verses 9 and 10. Judah is a lion's whelp. Unto him, Judah, unto him shall the gathering of the people be. Where is this place that the Father has chosen to place his name there? The gathering of the people will be to Judah. This means that Zion, or New Jerusalem, will be established in a land belonging to the tribe or kingdom of Judah. Here shall the Father place his name, and from here shall go forth his law. Here shall the Father place his tabernacle among men. Shiloh shall come, the land shall be subdued before Israel, and her people shall dwell in peace, in a land of milk and honey. That land, that place is today called, well, that's the question that we all need to be asking ourselves today. Now, the Son of the Most High is not the Most High himself. He is the Son. The Most High is the Father. Likewise, the daughter of Babylon is not the Babylon that was in the days of old, but she is a nation that is Babylon in spirit. She is a new kingdom in a new land. Neither is the daughter of Jerusalem the first Jerusalem herself. She is a new Jerusalem, a new nation. The daughter of Zion is a new Zion. It is this new Zion that we seek. It is not in the ancient land of Israel, but it is in a new land, a new nation within the lands belonging to the children of Judah. We are not to go to the ancient land, the modern nation of Israel in the Middle East today. They were founded by the children of Esau and are called the daughter of Edom. In this map, we see how the world can be seen as being divided in two. You have Europe, Asia, and Africa making up the old world, and you have North and South America making up the new world. Well, you have England in the old world, and you have a New England in the new world. You have York in the old world, New York in the new world. You also have Spain in the ancient world, and for a while you had a New Spain in South America in the new world. Likewise, you have Babylon in the old world, and you have the daughter of Babylon in the new world. You have Jerusalem in the old world, and we can expect also to find the daughter of Jerusalem in the new world. And of course, these things we will have to prove. The world can also be seen as being divided into two nations. The nations that came out of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob versus the nations that are headed by the spirit of Nimrod and Esau. Next, we look at how the modern day Babylon is called the daughter of Babylon in the Bible. This is made clear in the following verses. Psalm 137 verse 8. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee, as thou hast served us. In this verse, the daughter of Babylon is an actual nation that is on the earth today. And that nation, we are told, should be destroyed. Sometimes this nation, the daughter of Babylon, is just called Babylon, as in Revelation 18. Verse 1. And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven. Verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils. Verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Verse 6. Reward her, even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. We see that Revelation 18 matches up with what we read in Psalm 137 verse 8, in which the nation is called the daughter of Babylon. In Revelation 18, it is the same Babylon called Babylon the Great. In Psalms, it says, Reward the daughter of Babylon, as she has served us. In Revelation 18 verse 6, it says, Reward her even as she rewarded you. It's the same language. They each are referring to the Babylon of today, the Babylon of the last days. And we are told that she should be destroyed. We are told that she is fallen. And we are told to reward her as she has rewarded us. This verse is a future prophecy about to be fulfilled in these days that we are living in now. This Babylon is not in Iraq, as was the Babylon of old. She is a nation in the so-called New World. She is in the Americas. The same goes for the daughter of Zion, also called the daughter of Jerusalem. Isaiah 1 verse 8. And the daughter of Zion is left as a cottage in a vineyard, as a lodge in a garden of cucumbers, as a besieged city. This daughter of Zion is the modern day Zion in the so-called New World in the Americas. Today, she too is an actual nation, one that is vilified, hated, and is being destroyed by the Gentiles. Micah 4 verse 8. And thou, O tower of the flock, the stronghold of the daughter of Zion, unto thee shall it come, even the first dominion, the kingdom shall come to the daughter of Jerusalem. This new Zion, this daughter of Jerusalem, is destined to be the site of the new heaven and of the tabernacle of the Holy One of Israel. Zechariah 2 verse 10. Sing and rejoice, O daughter of Zion, for lo, I come, and I will dwell in the midst of thee, saith the Most High. Through precepts, line upon line, we have been able to show that the gathering is not to Shiloh, which was forsaken, but is to a place in the tribe of Judah. We have also been able to show that this place is called the daughter of Jerusalem and is today a modern nation, sort of a mystery Zion. And now, going back to our checklist, where we have number 4, and ask which is the chosen tribe, we can plug in the tribe of Judah. Judah is the tribe chosen by the Most High, our mighty one, to place his name in. The location, the site of Zion. And so now that we have all the conditions set for Zion, and we know that it's in the tribe of Judah, we can begin to fill in the third column and then ultimately figure out which nation on earth is the daughter of Jerusalem today. Where is Zion? Where are we supposed to go to for us to gather in and wait on the Father and the kingdom to come? This is the Zion that we are to look for in the latter days. This is the place, the nation within the lands of Judah, where the Father has chosen to place his name there. This is where we should come and where the Father and the kingdom shall come. We all need to obey the voice of the Father. We need to seek Zion. We are in the last days. Babylon is about to fall. We must begin a serious search inside the Holy Scriptures and pray that the Spirit of the Holy One guide us and help us to find Zion, the place chosen for his name, on the map. Then we must be prepared mentally and physically to go there.